Harvard's business writing course opens with a quote, "Successful communications make something happen." In this course, you'll learn how to use a simple 5-paragraph pattern as a writing platform that you can use to write things like proposals, text for data or analysis reports, sales and marketing pieces, strategic recommendations, event descriptions, announcements and press releases, academic papers, promotional video script outlines, white papers, arguments and position papers, and a lot more. For example, Sarah's writing sales copy for a new product, and she's using the 5-paragraph pattern as her basic writing structure. The opening paragraph brings in her readers. The second, third, and fourth paragraphs describe each of the 3 most helpful features, and then she wraps up with a concluding paragraph that calls the reader to action. Once you get the hang of this, you'll be able to modify this pattern to write pieces that are shorter or multi-section reports that are much longer than 5 paragraphs. So in summary, business writing is about making things happen. Your writing can create momentum by delivering a series of well-organized messages. Think of the 5-paragraph pattern as a writing platform that you can customize for use in almost any business writing scenario. The pattern can be used as a basis for writing things like strategic reports, white papers, descriptions, planning documents, and a lot more. Once you get the hang of it, you can modify this pattern to quickly create shorter or even multi-section pieces of business writing. Fundamentally, business writing is about aligning a series of messages that lead up to your controlling message, the main idea you want readers to take away from your piece of writing. Controlling messages are almost always delivered to readers in a sentence at the very beginning of your piece. The sentence that delivers your controlling message has 2 jobs: to bring readers into the topic and to tell them what to expect. Your other messages are there to deliver your controlling message. So in a standard 5-paragraph piece, each of your 3 body paragraphs are key messages that support your controlling message. Now in longer pieces, you have section messages that each support your controlling message and key messages organized underneath those section messages. So when you're doing something like an outline, for example, let's say Adi is creating a strategic proposal for his sales team. His controlling message is what he proposes, and each key message is an important part of that proposal. So, for example, I propose that we sell to clients in the public sector. That might be his controlling message. We should focus on agencies that have announced they'll hire more people soon. That would be key message 1. We should make sure all of our salespeople are certified to sell our newest products. That would be key message 2. And we should have a strong presence at conferences that public sector agencies regularly attend. That would be key message 3. And here's another example. So if Nikki, let's say she's a real estate agent and she's writing a description of a property she's selling, her controlling message is basically, this is a valuable property. And here might be her key messages that help readers understand that the property is valuable. One might be the property has a building on it that's new and attractive. Another, the property is located in an up-and-coming area. And another, the city recently updated infrastructure in the area. So each of these key messages will become a paragraph in Nikki's piece, and to deliver these messages, you'll develop body messages. So a body message is a sentence that delivers data, a connection between ideas, or an example that enables readers to understand a key message. So practically speaking, your body paragraphs in your writing will be made up of a topic sentence, 2 to 4 body messages, and a conclusion. So here are some examples of body messages. So for example, one of Nikki's key messages that she's going to develop into a body paragraph was the building on the property is new and attractive. So for example, one potential client said, it's the most attractive building in the area. This is an example that Nikki can use as a body message. Now let's go and give an example of Adi. So Adi had a key message that was to focus on agencies that have announced plans to hire more people soon. So then in his outline, for example, he might include the body message, according to Bloomberg, the government's education office plans to hire 15,000 new employees this year. So this is data that he will include as a body message underneath that key message. And if Adi wants to make a connection using that data that he just presented to the reader, he might have another body message. The education office spends an average of $200 per worker on IT products and services, implying that they'll spend an additional $3 million on IT this year. So this is a connection that Adi is now enabling the reader to make. So just remember, impactful body messages are built on data, examples, and connections, usually. Now let's wrap up with how you will use your conclusions. So you can use them to summarize a paragraph, a section, or an entire piece of writing. And also, it often makes sense to include teasers, particularly with body paragraphs, that get the reader prepared to move to what's next. So for example, a good teaser for a concluding sentence in Adi's proposal would be, into which IT solutions are public sector agencies most likely to invest? This gets the reader ready to transition to the next paragraph on IT solutions. You can also use conclusions to describe next steps, especially in the concluding paragraph of a piece. For example, I need Natasha to sign off on this by the 23rd, or you can call readers to action, like go to Easel's website now for a free trial. So in summary, start outlining by identifying your controlling messages, section messages if you're writing a long piece, key messages, and body messages. Controlling messages are the main idea you want readers to take away from your piece of writing. Other messages help deliver it. Body messages become sentences that, with opening and conclusion sentences, become body paragraphs. Conclusions reinforce what you've written and often include teaser elements, next steps, or calls to action.